recording for our next matchup. Hello, everybody. Time for Pokey Shack Draft League. It's originally the Shiva's Shack. They rebranded 3 days ago, I want to say, at the time of this recording. It's December 3rd, so yeah, give or take 3 days, 4 days, something like that. It'll probably be like 5 or 6 days, depending on when I upload this video, because I do not follow a schedule. I try to edit it and then I go from there. But we are battling Jake, also known as Dr.Thumping, and the San Jose Sharpedos. Last year he was the Wheeling Alakazams. Now he's the San Jose Sharpedos. He's got a very, very, very tough team. And that team is Ho-Oh, Dynamax Metagross, Porygon 2, Grimmsnarl, Tyrantrum, Roserade, Armaldo, Celio, Alolan Sandslash, Mimikyu, Inteleon, and Drifblim. And he says in Discord that he is not bringing Ho-Oh, so there's like a 95% chance I'm expecting Ho-Oh. But let me show you guys the team that I'm bringing. It's basically the same team as last week with a couple of changes. Blastoise is still there. It's still got his setup with Tauren, all those moves and all that. I thought about giving it a Dark type move. I thought about giving it Shell Smash. I was like, I just don't trust it, especially with that Metagross. Now that I found out that thing can learn freaking Aerial Ace of all things. Bringing Naganadel again. It's got the timid nature, so if I want, I can get it a little bit faster. Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower, Dragon Pulse, Tailwind. Tailwind's just there for, why not? Bringing Skarmory again, this time with a Lumberry, not a Citrus Berry, just in case I see something, like Grimmsnarl with T-Wave or Ho-Oh with Sacred Fire, which is a 50% chance to burn. Stealth Rock, Roost, Brave Bird, Body Press. Thought about giving it Mental Herb because, Grimmsnarl, Taunt. It would be an interesting one there. I decided to give Magmortar the Air Balloon this time around because of the Metagross. They'll probably have, Max Earth, Max Quake, and, Earthquake. So maybe I can bait him into, using a move on me, activate Flame Body, and then that Metagross is Garbanzo, hopefully. Gave it a, not so much attack, a little bit of speed, all that stuff. I decided to get rid of Protect on Garchomp, and I gave a Poison Jab for the Grimmsnarl and the Mimikyu, because, why not? I just needed something. So the Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin, and then Lapras is back. This one is a little bit more on the defensive side, with a little bit more HP with a little less HP investment, and put that in defense and special defense with the Assault Vest, just to have a little extra fun with it. So let's lock that team in. And we will do... I don't really know what Legend 1, 2, and 3 would be on that. I'm actually just going to do Rose Tower, because that's a good one. Let's see what he brings. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. He actually said something and he meant it. Grimmsnarl, Drifblim, Metagross, Mimikyu, Porygon 2, and Alolan Sandslash. So that means he's got Ice Punch. I know that for a fact. Ice Punch for Max Hailstorm to set up Slush Rush. Know that in a heartbeat. On that note, think we just lead with the Skarmory. Hope that he doesn't have Taunt, or that he doesn't lead with what I think he's going to lead, and I'm able to get a free Rocks Up. So, let's go with that. Week 2 starts now. Alright, let's see what goes on here. Puff the Rank Master. That means that... Would he have defog on that thing? Ooh, it's a Calm Mind setter. We'll go for that. Ah, he's got Strength Sap on it. Wish I had put Whirlwind on this thing. This is a risk, but we'll see what happens. Oh my god. No, I don't want that. Goes for Shadow Ball, which is fine. Alright, just let it keep going down. Got a pair. Alright, that is nice. Yep. Citrus Berry. And he gets the KO. Ooh, so close to the KO. But I got a flinch. Should get the KO here. Got rid of that thing. Got rid of it. Now does he bring in Metagross? Or does he bring in Sandslash? Phobos. Let me think. I'm actually... It's a stretch, but let's see. I mean, I know I wasn't going to do damage on it anyway, but let's see if I can... The red card. Got the poison. And Mimikyu is down. But sadly I don't get the KO, the Beast Boost activation. Slorshi. Does a Alolan Sandslash learn that move, I wonder? I don't think it does. Thankfully, it does not. It does! It just said it doesn't! Dang. Oh, I didn't look far enough. I didn't look far enough on Bulbapedia. One second, guys. Bye-bye. Get rid of that thing. Now, does he bring in Metagross or something like that, I wonder? Glorpy. Ah, the Porygon 2. I think I just stay in. Because I know it's Eviolite. Is that choice specs maybe then? No, it's not choice specs. Alright, he does have T-Bolt. So I just go for body press here again. He'll probably go for recover or just go for the KO. Yep, just goes for the KO. Makes perfect sense. Thank God I knocked that thing out. That was a very tough mon, but I got it out. Erebus. That's the Grim. Last thing I want to do is use my... Yep, screens. Can we get a burn? No burn. See how much Earthquake does to it. Not a lot. Oh, that was a crit. Goes for Spirit Break, that's fine. Lower the special attack. Maybe we can get a burn. Got a burn. Let's just go for EQ. Diver Down. That's actually a really cool nickname for a Metagross, now I think about it. But that's where I... Hopefully Lapras can, you know, can take a hit here. Yep, he maxes. He does go for Airstream, that is fine. Let me see something real quick. Alright, hold on. 50. 50. It's a risk. We'll see. Max knuckle 59 to 70. So close. Yes, we'll just have to see here on Cannonade. So I know he's going to be faster than Garchomp. Yeah, sadly he'll... Ah, 3 minutes left. Ding! Well, this is a KO here. Barely. Alright, so I gotta hope that well, I can. It is physically impossible. Yep, Ice Punch. So he'll take damage. Unfortunate. Alright, so we go to 1-1, but we only lose 1 differential. But that was a heck of a game. Probably one of the best games I've had against Jake in probably my draft battling career. Yeah, so these things happen. So I'm going to try to get Jake on call, and we're going to discuss the game. So thanks for joining in, guys, and look forward to the post-game. Alright, guys, we are back for our post-game. Arguably one of the greatest matchups I have had in Draft League because it came right down to the wire. And unlike the last time we battled this gentleman in Draft League where we had the timer, this time we actually got to the end of the battle. And I'm bringing him on right now. It is Jake, also known as Dr.Thumping. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing pretty good. I mean, like earlier in the week, you said you wanted to beat me. I said I'd beat you. I beat you, and here we are. So,
yeah, you know, have a little fun, trash talk here. But it's not trash talk if you can back it up, or it's not trash talk if you can't back it up.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean. That was literally one of the closest matchups I think we've had just in general. Because remember the gym league, I beat you twice because I got lucky as hell with Flare Blitz getting a burn both times on Tangrowth.
You somehow managed to burn my Tangrowth every time you clicked with single boost.
I know, it was the weirdest thing ever. And then in this battle with the Drift Limb, that was that one was it was a great lead, by the way. Very smart to lead that.
It was a literal last minute. The thought originally was going to be to bring Inteleon, but I know you, and I know you like to switch for the optimal matchup, and I didn't want to heal your Lapras at any given point. So I said, screw it. Blip.
Yeah, I was, and then having Swarm right there, like I was thinking, okay, is this a defogger or is this an unburdened set? And then,
defog's a good move. I could probably run on it. Yeah, I forgot about that move.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, he's Calm Minded, so thankfully I'll be honest, I was close to switching into Lapras on that, and then how fortunate was I to get paralysis with Magmortar?
In the same way that you were streaming it so Lamb could watch, I was streaming it so these guys could watch. And AJ mentioned that there's that chance for paralysis. I was like, no, it's fine. I'm unburdened. It'll be fine. And then it happened. So.
And let me guess, AJ was probably like, I know you can't see him on the screen in the chat, but you were probably, and he was behind the camera. He was probably smiling like, I told this guy it was gonna happen. And he's very vocal whenever stuff like that happens. Well, actually, now I think about it, yeah, he was vocal to me when I battled Pups when he was the champion. He was like, "Do not use a spread move as a G-Max."
Thankfully, in this instance, though, my play didn't cost the game.
Yeah,
a little trash talk, nerd.
What was interesting though was I had looked up Alolan Sand Slash, and I was like, does this thing get that move? And I went on and I was on Bowl of P and I was like, okay, I'm not seeing this move. And then you used Ice Shot. I'm like, son of a, you know what?
Yes,
it got that move.
Let's go Pikachu.
Lamb actually said it in our chat when I was streaming it for him, that he had said that it must be a transfer move from like Gen 7. I was like, are you kidding? I mean, thankfully, I did have the Stealth Rock, so that way the Focus Sash went bye-bye. But I knew once I saw the Alolan Sand Slash, I knew what that Metagross was going to be. Ice Punch, Max Hailstorm, that was an endgame win con if you needed it.
Yeah, so Metagross picked up all 6 kills against Luke, got 3 against you. It's a Swiss Army knife, man. You can use it however you want. I can set Stealth Rocks with it next week if I want, use it for screens. I'm not going to, but I could. Yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, I knew I had to prepare for it because Metagross is my boy, man. Metagross is my man. Like, I love Metagross more. Well, it's definitely my top 3 of Steel types, but I know for the longest time it was my favorite. It was my favorite Steel type before, guys like Aegislash and Duraludon showed up into the foray, but for the longest time, Metagross was my guy, and I knew once you guys like, oh, he just got a steal, especially for his Dynamax too, because Clear Body, and then if God forbid I use a move, like, I was wondering what was going to happen at the end there, because when you land on the
I'm sorry?
Sorry, you're good. You're good.
I was like, when he uses that, because I was like, I don't know if Max Knuckle would have, because I was playing like right at the end there, switching to Guard Shot, and then maybe bait out an Ice Punch, so that way, you can, get the damage and whatnot. But I wasn't sure if like Max Knuckle would have activated Rough Skin and the Rocky Helmet. I was like, because then I could have had a chance at the end.
No, it's only contact moves. The max moves don't count as contact.
That's unfortunate. That's something I was thinking of. It was like,
yeah,
because if it did, it would have helped out, and then because then you get the Ice Punch out there, but then you have Thunder Punch too, and
Thunder Punch was supposed to be on him, but I forgot to do it, so he had Bullet Punch instead from the Luke battle. So that explains why you didn't use that on Blastoise instead. You just went for Max. You went for Max Knuckle. I'm okay. So it was Eviolite, and Analytic was its ability. So that's why it did that much. That's why it did so much damage to Skarmory. I mean, I knew Ice Beam was going to do a decent amount because the Steel negates the super effectiveness. I clicked Ice Beam hoping you would swap into Garchomp.
Yeah, I was close. I was close, but I'm like, no, I got Body Press on this on Scar Me for a reason. What good is it? What good is having body press if I don't click it? And I mean, I also had Roost just in case, and then we had a little standoff between kind of Stallmons in a sense, and I mean, eventually my Stallmon went down, but then Blastoise came in for cleanup duty, and then I knew that Grimmsnarl was the Light Clay. The second you hit Light Screen, I was like, okay, there you go, Light Screen. And then you had Thunder Wave with it. You didn't have to click Reflect. I can tell that because you didn't really think.
I didn't click Reflect. I didn't click Reflect because I didn't expect an Earthquake to come from Blastoise.
Yeah, I had Earthquake there for I had it for Sandslash. I had it there for Metagross, and then I also had it for Tyrantrum to do some neutral damage on Roserade and on Maldo, just to have it there, and then also Max Quake, get a little special defense boost. I was close to changing that to Flash Cannon so I could get defense boosts instead for Metagross, and then I was like, oh, it was close, but I mean, it was. And then the Mimikyu, the red card, that threw me off. That really did throw me off, was the red card.
Bond recommended that a long time ago while me and him were on the Elite Four together, and it was I loved that idea ever since. Just the idea of being able to get a free Swords Dance anyway, and then just to throw a curveball. Unfortunately, the worst thing that could have came out is what came out. Yeah, I didn't want the Naganadel at all. So
yeah.
I got lucky though with the poison killing me, so you didn't get the Beast Boost.
Truthfully, here's the thing. I was actually content with you going down on the poison for one reason. I was clicking Tailwind on that next turn, so that I could ensure that I had, a little bit of the upper hand on the speed, with the exception of priority, which Sandslash, ever so lovingly had. But also interesting is that it was, now I'm seeing it was Snowclose Sandslash, not Slush Rush. Or was that also a thing that it was Slush Rush and just
Alright, the one in the game is Slush Rush.
It was okay. Just double check on that.
Its ability doesn't really matter too much. Because while I could set Hail with Metagross, I don't, so.
Yeah, I mean, you only set Hail if you absolutely need it, because most often than not, this thing it's gonna eat a hit, then you're gonna get the weakness policy kicked in, and it's just gonna be goodbye, end of days. Thank you for playing. I'll see you next time on the next installment of What Can the San Jose Sharpedos Do to Beat You Up Now? You there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying just a little fun thing.
I do have a curiosity. What the hell is your Magmortar?
Magmortar? I will actually
why is it named Big Bird?
Because believe it or not, it's Japanese name. I think if I'm correct, it's named after a bird, if I'm not mistaken. And I just sent you what my team looked like. Let me pull it up for the viewing audience. We'll pull up Magmortar. I mean, its Japanese name is Boo Burn. Name origin. Booby. It's based off of Booby. It's a seabird in the genus Sula part of...
I know what a booby is. Blue-footed booby.
Yeah. That's what Magmortar is based off of, apparently. So, I just named a Big Bird.
Where are you getting that info?
Bulbapedia and Wikipedia.
Bulbapedia sucks. Because they're wrong. That's not a bird in any way, shape, or form.
I honestly don't make the rules. I mean, it truthfully doesn't look like one either. I mean, I was just like, I needed something. I didn't want to just name it Fire Goblin or something like that. I figured, take after something with the Japanese name on. I mean, you see that, I had Dancer from Ash's Naganadel in the anime because they'd love to dance and spin around. OG Art Chicken. That's a thing from my friend Brendan in one of the leagues I was in when I was part of the 8 at one time. His Skarmy was named Robot Chicken, so I was like, OG Art Chicken. That's a way of having it.
I liked the Diamond Pearl remake.
Yeah, why not for Garchomp DP remake? I'll be honest, it says Citrus Berry on there. I changed it to Lumberry. Almost changed it to Mental Herb because I was like, would he lead Taunt Grim to start so that way, he can taunt me and I can't set up rocks. And then I can still set up rocks because I had the Mental Herb. I was like, it was close. I mean, Battleship, I think you nicknamed your G-Max Blastoise there, didn't you? Or was it something else?
Nah, mine's Torts.
Torts. Oh, right. And then I'd seen a different one a different friend of mine. He named
Battleship's a solid name for it.
He nicknamed his Anon because it was based off of the villain from Legend of Korra Season 1.
Yeah.
And then, as always, King Neptune, the Lapras. Had to have it. A little extra defensive Lapras just to try and, hopefully survive the Max Knuckle. And it was a roll from where it was. It was like 50, 60%, something like that.
See, I would have been okay if it lived it because I would have been able to get off another Max Knuckle. But I ended up doing that anyway, so.
This is true. But in all fairness, the most important thing is that we actually got to finish the battle this time around. We didn't have to worry about.
I am happy about that.
I am content with the result. I know it's definitely one of our better matchups that we've had in recent years. And I would think all the viewing audience that saw it in the Shack would agree with that.
It was close as hell. At the very beginning, when I started going down, it was, I want to say it was like 3 to 4, and you were up to 4. It started looking iffy, but the second you didn't Shell Smash or max the Blastoise right off the bat, I knew the tide had changed. Because I knew Grimmsnarl was going to be able to just whittle away until the time was right, and then I knew what my Metagross could do. So
I'll be honest, I was close to maxing there, but I was like, I don't want to do it. I'm just going to take the risk with Scald on the Porygon 2, and I'm like, okay, let me just try and, knock that out, worry about the Grimmsnarl if it comes in. I mean, I was hoping Scald got the burn on the first turn, because then I could have easily switched in Garchomp and had a little bit of fun there. You take the Rough Skin, you take the Rocky Helmet, and you take the burn, but then you probably would have hit Reflect afterwards.
Yeah, I was expecting Shell Smash, so I'd click Thunderbolt on Porygon, hoping to just knock that out real quick.
Makes sense.
To my surprise, I never saw Shell Smash.
Yeah, I'm not really a Shell Smash Blastoise because I'm like, it's a risk because you can't really use any other item on it other than White Earth in a sense. So it's like it's a risky play in my opinion.
Yeah, but at the same time, a +2 speed and +2 attacks blast. At the same time, a +2 speed and +2 attacks Blastoise. That's sweeping anything. That's calling it a day.
Yeah, just about. But at least you keep your undefeated season alive.
Not as impressive at 2-0, but we'll see what happens in week 6.
Yeah, I mean, I know now I'm 0-1 against the owners. I'll say this, that I kind of like my matchup against Pseudo to an extent because he's got the Porygon Z that can max. So that if there's one thing that I know about that, it's very simple. He is going to have adaptability, and he is most likely going to just click Max Strike and take 3 of my Mons out like they're a piece of candy.
Slap a Ghost in there, you'll be good.
We will have to see what happens there. Because, again, if I don't, he'll be like James Woods in the Family Guy episodes. Ooh, piece of candy. 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 Like something like that.
I'm excited to battle Pseudo.
I mean, that's going to be awesome, the Battle of the Mods. And you guys can catch the match both on my side. I mean, granted, you're going to see it on my side, whenever this goes live. But you can check it out on the main PokeShack YouTube channel. I'll have a link to it in the description below. And yeah, thanks for joining me again, Jake.
Yeah, no problem, man. Excellent battle.
Yes, it was.